What's up, guys? I just got my Ender 3 NG, the green machine, up here running after a year of it being down. I finally figured out. Let's go ahead, jump into the video on how I did it, and we'll get into how it's running so good right now. Woo! If you didn't know, I built this printer about a year ago, right after I really got into 3D printing and started diving deeper into modifications. I found this Ender 3 NG beta project with big plans, turning regular Enders into Core XY beasts, and got them up and running. I quickly ran into issues after printing with this printer for about a month or so, and here's where we ended up.
What?
I've been having some issues where some of the layer lines or artifacts will show in the Z, and I've tried endless things such as new Bowden tube, recalibrating the rotational distance, checking the Z axes when they're moving, trying to print slower or faster, trying different cooling methods, and I for some reason will still get these lines. So my last resort is to try the direct drive BMG extruder here. I do have a pancake motor, so I'm hoping that it won't add too much weight, but so far everything is good. I got the rotational distance calibrated, and I'm just kicking off a test print, and we'll see how it does. Obviously, none of those changes actually fixed my Ender 3 NG, the green machine I call it. So I struggled some more, and I finally joined the RH3D Discord channel. I've been a member with them for a while. Super helpful community. They got a bunch of different channels that you can shoot your messages in. They got user mods, things like that people have been doing. I knew this printer could do so much more just because of all the YouTube videos I saw around it, the videos people were posting in the Discord community of printing like at 10,000, or 20,000 acceleration, 200 to 300 to 400 even millimeters per second, with upgraded parts. So I didn't want to give up just yet, but so much with life has happened, like moving, still having to do orders, trying to grow a business, all that stuff. So I finally carved out the time to really set aside and fix this printer, figure out what was going on. As you saw, there was many things like the frame was splitting, the belts were skipping, the Z right here was completely all janked up, I'll say. And ultimately I was able to resolve those issues. So let's go ahead and get into the fix. So here's a video of me moving the gantry forwards and backwards, and also trying to move the print head left and right. And as you can see here, there's so much binding and it's not moving smoothly like you would expect it to be. If you're not aware of how it should look, there should basically be no hang up, and it should be extremely easy to move the print head or the entire gantry forwards, backwards, or left and right. And here you can see it's constantly fighting to move, and I actually have to hold the printer or the printer will shake back and forth and cause it to flip up, which is not how it should be whatsoever. All right, I removed the belts and it glides completely fine. I did have to loosen this side a little bit because, like I was saying earlier in the thread, that the back was coming apart, so I tightened it, but I just loosened it, so it slides back perfectly fine. It does look like it might be a little bit out of squareness because the one side is bouncing. I'm not sure. I did remove both the motors. There's no like hiccup or nothing. Everything is pretty smooth rolling wise. And here's the right one. Again, like no play, it's not sticking anywhere, nothing like that. So after this, I decided to reassemble the entire printer again and run some speed tests and check out the movement of the belts while the printer was going. As you can see here, the belt is clearly frayed, which would cause it to slip out of the idler like it's doing right now. With the idler not keeping the belt in line, the belt can easily get caught up in between the idler and the plastic and cause the print or the gantry to stop moving completely and cause the whole gear grinding noise issue and the print falling way out of line with the micro steps. Here it is, guys, the fixed Ender 3 NG beta version. I got it all figured out. What was is the bottom lower belt down there was rolling up and off the idler, causing it to have an issue and get stuck, and it would skip some teeth and then screw up the entire print. So now I went through, replaced the belt since it was frayed and everything, and I'm now doing some initial testing. This is just running it at about 5,000 or 10,000 acceleration.
Now that I have this printer running, it's going good. I've done a couple of few hour prints on it. I'm still trying to dial in, you know, the full speed that I can print at. I think that'll be huge. Obviously, it's a lot of work on me, but a lot of learning, growth, content creation, and things I'm ready to take on because, you know, I love creating, I love tinkering, and I love this printer. Honestly, the progress with this like killed me for a while, like the motivation of not figuring it out, but then the determination and, you know, the community help and trying things over and over and over and over, you know, taking the printer apart, retuning the belts, tuning them more than they should be, seeing if that's the issue, redesigning some parts because they didn't fit completely right in my mind, or, you know, just doing so many things over and over and over, and eventually you will figure it out. So that's why I feel with this printer is like, I'm on the brink of something that I would like to keep going with, but I just need to, you know, get through that hurdle of whatever it is and on to the next thing, because continuing to learn, develop, and all that will only make me, you know, grow more, learn more, and make more exciting content for you guys. So, which I definitely think the future has that. I'm currently learning how to, you know, make my own models. I design stuff in like Onshape or Fusion 360. You know, I've been making flexi models and just cute little characters or things like that within Nomad. So guys, this is not it. This is not just a, you know, typical printer modification channel. I'm looking here to create, you know, a whole foundation of learning everything in and out, how it works, and taking you guys along with the process. So that's gonna be it for now. Again, super excited that this printer is finally up and running. So frustrating, but so rewarding all at the same time. It's the craziest experience to literally pull your hair out essentially on trying to fix these issues, but then now just gracefully seeing it print and, you know, just staring at it for like an hour and not even knowing or thinking anything of it, just watching it and just kind of taking in that experience of like, it works. It just works. And I think that's the most like beautiful moment is like, you know, the issue, the process, the resolution, and then just like, you know, that satisfaction of, you know, watching whatever you created come to life, work, all at your own effort. So that's gonna be it for now. Make sure to like, subscribe. If you like this kind of content, again, I'm building a 1.2 version. I'm gonna have some videos come out for that. I know when I did this build a long time ago, I did it as one big build, but I kind of want to split it up. I think it'll help with a progression video and also, you know, just keep me on track with posting more often. If you are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, follow us there on Comiskey Customs. And yeah, make sure you tune in for the updates, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.